I do OnlyFans, right?
You do.
I fucking make so much money, like a month just starting. I'm gonna become rich, even if I'm gonna sacrifice myself.
Does your girlfriend know?
Most people judge. Who are humans to judge? The one and only is Al Hakim, the Most High.
Hmm.
He's the only one who will judge my soul.
You read a lot of Quran. Is what you're doing right now affecting it in any ways? Do you think it has any impact on your spirituality?
Me not being raised by a father, I got nothing to lose. I did like things like dealing drugs, got stabbed, was in bad situation, almost lost my legs. My mother was like crying all night. I was totally broken. I always felt like these chains on my arm and neck. So I was like, I don't want this. I should be of value. And then I met a mentor. I trained like I was a slave. I trained like a prisoner. Like, fuck, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Dun, 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 dun. I love Brazil. Right? It's one of my favorite places, actually. It's
Tá no inferno abraçar o capeta. Sim, cara.
so thank you for coming, bro.
Amazing, bro. It's
Yeah.
an honor. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Because most people, their main drive is money. And if your drive is to inspire people, again, we talked about this, your mind is going to find opportunities to inspire them through people, through the authenticity of people, right? So, no, it's actually very interesting.
Right.
I truly believe in... I also have like a team and a podcast company in Belgium called Storyhouse Media. And it truly helps to bring out people's authenticity, because how do I know how you think as a person in 2024 with your Instagram stories and your fake profile, right? Like 2024 is like, show me how different you are. Show me your vibrant soul in your own way, in your own expression. That's the art of it.
How did you start that company?
We started 1 year ago. Actually, we started with Fit House Media, me and my friend. And we built then from there a team. It was like, we made like reels for fitness influencers and then fitness businessmen, coaches. They could bring it into their marketing and stuff. They could bring it in. But from there, it evolved into like interviewing these coaches and using B-roll shots of them working out while they're speaking. And we made like a reel like that, like 1 minute long. And it went, like we first did it with me. And I told you, that's when my personal trainer career started, because everyone was sending me like messages like, hey, can you train me this and that? From that video, I got 10 clients.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay.
So that's the power of authenticity. If you're just yourself, you bring it into the camera, you bring that energy with you, you say how you think, what your values are. And if people just like you, that's enough for them to like, hey, what services do you got to offer, right?
Right.
Because everything these days is energy, right? If you feel the right energy and connection with that person, you want to work together with them. Even if it's like, it's okay to pay money, but you get a certain type of value that aligns with your values and aligns with your higher self. What is money, right? It's only an instrument to get better, right?
Right. I think money is also very, very important, you know, because
I love this topic.
Because I'll tell you why. Because I love chocolate, and money buys me chocolate, and chocolate makes me happy.
Right. I love that. I love that. That's so true. Like 90% of women, they would like agree with that.
You think so?
You clip this video, and women are gonna be like, "Holy fuck, yes."
Yeah. Have you ever met someone that doesn't like chocolate?
Well, you get like...
Or any woman, let's say, any woman that doesn't like chocolate.
Nah.
Always?
Always.
Okay.
Why? Because again, like women, when they break up and stuff, like they go on a roll, they watch like romantic movies and they eat chocolate. And there are scientific studies, if you eat enough chocolate, it can replicate like the love hormone, oxytocin.
Okay.
It can literally, if you eat like enough it's like a lot.
Okay.
But if you eat enough of it, like love hormone comes free.
Okay.
In your mind. I don't know, there is like something in chocolate that does that, in cacao.
So it makes you more loving, more happy?
It makes you like, it's not more loving and happy, it's like the feeling of being loved, you know?
Okay.
You know, like you're having sex, like with a woman that you connect with, oxytocin comes free, right? And then you have that deep connection. So, and the funny thing is, again, in like unrealistically large amount of quantities of chocolate, if you eat that, that hormone comes free. So that actually says a lot, because it's confirms that belief of you that chocolate makes you happy, because there is some truth to it.
I see.
Yeah.
But you also live in Belgium, and Belgium is known for chocolate, so I'm guessing everyone there is having good sex. If everyone eats chocolate.
Well, then
there.
why is everyone depressed, bro? That doesn't make sense. They're working 9 to 5 and shit.
Yeah, how long have you lived there, by the way?
All my life.
All your life?
Yeah, born and raised in Belgium, a small city called Austin.
Okay.
And a month ago came to Bali, and I hated it here. It was so hard to adjust. I was homesick. But like 4 days ago, I felt inspired again. I'm like, okay, but I'm improving here. I did my first ring muscle up. I did my first handstand. Like, I'm like improving in such a short amount of time physically. So that also means there is other facets possible to improve in.
Okay.
And my intention coming here was, again, to boost my authenticity, to find myself even more and learn how to express myself even more.
Okay.
Again, authentically. That's like the word that I try to focus on a lot.
Authenticity.
Yes.
Okay.
Just be myself, unfiltered, you know, because in Belgium, most people have a really rigid mind.
Okay.
Which why you get judged a lot and stuff.
Okay.
And that can limit you. So you naturally got a lot of limiting beliefs.
Okay.
And I'm here to turn these limiting beliefs into empowering ones. And I believe like everyone should do that.
But how did you come to that conclusion? How did you realize that authenticity is what's most important, one, and then two, how were you able to find your limiting beliefs?
Right. That's such a good question. Like, I always believed that there is so much potential in each of us as a human beings, and like the way we think, the way we are, it's highly like indoctrination. It's like softwares put in your mind that's not from you. So I was always like, how can I rewire my brain? How can I make it act in full access and a limitless potential? But I never knew how.
Okay.
Read books, and one who seeks will always find. So then I found sources that guided me to accumulate this knowledge.
Okay.
For my self-betterment. And I put A and B together and started connecting things and dots in my own mind, just logically. And then I was like, okay, does this belief or thought serve me or not? If it does not serve me or empower me, I discard it immediately. Because I want everything to serve my being. I want everything to empower me so I can evolve in a much faster rate.
Okay. That's just a very important thing you said. What you seek in is what you're finding, right? And you also have a Persian background.
Right.
So I'm sure you know Rumi.
Right.
And,
I never, unfortunately, read his books.
Okay.
But
okay.
I know, like, I listened to like Sufi music.
Okay.
With like Rumi quotes and stuff back in the days to inspire me when I was smoking weed.
What? Well, yeah. So I was gonna go. One of my favorite quotes from Rumi is, "What you seek is seeking you."
Wow.
And I thought that was really deep. Like,
That
what
is.
you seek is actually seeking you, and if you dive deep into it, it's just it clicks.
I love that. That's so true. Like these thoughts, because sometimes you get like these thoughts and images in your mind, and you're like, from where does it come from? But maybe it's like you're connecting to something more divine, which in the moment you don't understand, but you are eventually gonna understand if you just trust your intuition. It's like your intuition giving you this information sometimes.
Okay.
But we're so in denial. We would just brush it off. Oh, fascinating stuff.
Yeah. So have you, growing up in Belgium, did you ever go to Iran, or do you go visit at all?
8 years ago I went.
That was the last time?
That was the last time.
Okay.
But normally I went like every year.
Okay.
Every year I went there to see my father.
Okay.
Because he was there, unfortunately, when I was 5. He went to Iran and then he couldn't come back. Something like, I know, like my mother's story. I don't know, my father died 6 months ago.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you, brother. And my older brother, he's like, the death of my father really hit him. Like, he just want to go to his grave, and he like, now he's sending me, like, he's like, book a ticket right now, let's go to Iran, this and that. But I'm like, bro, I started my new life here. I cannot just shift and go there. I'm here to improve. But yeah, 8 years ago I went, and it's a warm feeling. Going to a place where everyone speaks your language,
Okay.
has the same culture.
Okay.
Because I've been in Belgium and I've been born and raised there, but it got like two personalities in a sense. Like, because when I come home, it's like Persian vibe. I'm speaking Persian with my mother. I'm eating Persian food, and then I go outside and
Amazing
it's like,
food, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, it is. Like you probably have more experience than me eating the food.
I love Persian food,
right?
bro. I love it.
So yeah, but besides that, it's the Persian blood inside me. It's so fiery.
Okay.
Fiery for, like, I don't understand it sometimes, but because I've been born and raised in Belgium, but I have this fire for knowledge and for mysticism,
Okay.
like occult knowledge, like being a magician, in life, seeing life poetically, because it again empowers my mind. It beautifies my mind to see reality. And again, your personality creates your personal reality. So the way you see yourself, your self-image, it reflects upon other people. It reflects upon how you see the world. So these things I try to augment to reach my full potential. So I'm only 24. I'm seeking truth. I'm a truth seeker. I want the veils of lies to disappear out of my mind, even if it's so hard. Because again, ignorance is bliss, right? Sometimes not knowing, sometimes not knowing some things can spare you from heartburn or pain or whatever. But if you get a good relationship with pain, you can take the truth straight up, and from there, I believe that's the first step to divine masculinity.
Okay. Tell me more. I'm intrigued. You got me more intrigued.
Yeah,
Tell me about the divine masculinity.
Right. Yeah, like, I can only speak as a man, right?
Yeah.
Because I believe my highest mission is to reach my maximum potential as a masculine man, right? So that's like my compass. So I'm just gonna take actions that's gonna make me a more masculine person or individual or soul or whatever. I just want to reach that potential of what's the maximum masculinity or expression of masculinity I can exude on earth before I go,
Okay.
So that's the feeling I got, especially not being raised by a father. It's like, what now? You look at movies, is this masculinity? You look at traditional man, is this masculinity? What is it truly, right? But I believe, like, it's so easy to become or a coward as a man, right? Avoiding confrontation, you just want to please people, or having the opposite, like being tyrannical, because you want to exude your power, you don't want to show that you're weak. All of these things. So I believe in a fine balance. I'm still seeking, having a nice balance of being emotionally intelligent, being able to transmute that, right? Having this fatherly figure in my mind speaking with myself, right? You should father yourself. You should father yourself.
Well, how then you grow? Where did you get that from? Because obviously you're a masculine man.
Thank you, brother.
And growing up, you said your father was away.
Right.
Was that more from your older brother, or was it from someone else? Where did you get it from? Because
Right.
obviously you didn't teach it to yourself, at least
100%.
at the beginning. Now you are.
100%.
But how did you navigate it that way?
That's such an interesting question. Well, the first step for me was to be a protector,
Okay.
right? Because, okay, my brother was there, but he has his girlfriend, and he was like, when I was 18, 17, 18, he already got his own villa and
Okay.
stuff. I didn't see him as much. What I extrapolated from my brother was his charisma,
Okay.
you know, his way of speaking,
Okay.
his laughing and
Definitely
stuff.
got that.
Modeling, yeah, I modeled that kind of from him.
Okay.
Because I looked up to him, right? When I was small. But then later on, I was like, okay, like people were harassing my mom, like neighbors and shit, because we were like the only like Persian dude in the apartment and stuff,
Oh.
and getting harassed in the apartment. And then that was my first step. Okay, I'm gonna be the protector. I'm gonna become an absolute animal, and I'm gonna protect this home with my life, you know. So then my next step was to become a protector. Started going to the gym. That was my intention, you know.
Okay.
Going to the gym, did strongman, did like bodybuilding, did martial arts for 1 or 2 years, and then I met a mentor. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So when I was a student, I was hungry, I was receptive to gain more knowledge on becoming more masculine, becoming a protector, finding ways. And I've met this mentor, and he introduced me to the Quran.
Okay.
And I started reading it with my life every day. Started reading it, and I learned things like righteousness, the truth, being soft-spoken, being forgiving. You know, like these things that you won't correlate like with being masculine is actually godlike. You know, these are the names of God. So why wouldn't you be inspired by these words and integrate them into your own life and in your own psyche? So these names inspired me to become like it.
Okay.
Right? Become more forgiving, more righteous, become more having fight in me, you know, fight for the light instead of darkness, because we got free will. Right?
And how old were you then?
19 when I
19.
started reading the Quran, and now I'm 24.
Okay.
But for 1 year straight, like I dedicated my life to it, because for me it still is the truth.
Okay.
Or you can extrapolate the truth if your mind is receptive to it. And yeah, that inspired me to become, again, a couple levels higher and a better masculine man instead of someone toxic, tyrannical, right? And that mentor of me was also Persian dude, 2 meters long, 110 kilograms, big guy, right?
Oh, he was big also.
And he was so intelligent. He was like a lawyer, right? So I was 19, I met this lawyer.
How did you meet him?
God works in mysterious ways, man. Or when you, again, what I again tell myself is, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Right.
When the teacher is ready, the master will appear. So again, if you're receptive and you're seeking at the right time, at the right place, you will connect with this person. Your intuition guides you to them. I met him in the gym. Like,
Okay.
if you go in details, I met him in the gym, and I was like, who's this dude? Like, something was like, who is he? Like, I need to talk with him or whatever. And then one time we spoke, something like someone else came, and he was also Persian, and we talked like for 1 minute, and we went outside, and we literally talked for 10 hours straight in the car.
Oh, wow.
We smoked like cigarettes, because he smoked like, yeah, cigars, like small cigars. Just kept smoking cigars and talking about all of these things.
Wow.
And I was 19, like I was hungry. I was reading books, Carl Jung. I was reading Power of the Mind, Atomic Habits, whatever. Like, I was just...
Before you met him, you started reading those before you met him.
I was so hungry for knowledge. So still am. Like, I think one of my strongest traits is my curiosity. You know, like, I'm so curious about anything. Like, I'm ready to be like like learn me. Even if you're a child, like, okay, do this like this, learn me, you know? So I'm so curious about anything, about everything. If you will be a mechanic about the car, like, I'm down to listen, learn me, you know? I'm gonna smoke a cigar and I'm gonna download the information you got in your mind, and it would inspire me to become more rational, more, it's gonna either way empower me as a person that I am. My logical thinking or whatever.
That's
Any endeavor.
beautiful. Do you think that if he wasn't Persian, you would have had that conversation, or not?
That's a very good question.
'Cause-
I would actually, because he wasn't like, he didn't even like Persians, you know? So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because he got born and raised in Belgium.
Excuse me.
And he was Mehdat is his name, Mehdat. And yeah, he didn't like most Persians, because in the communities they judged him or whatever. I don't know what it was, but he naturally, like, he didn't give a fuck.
Okay.
So but even though we got friends for 2 years, went to the gym every day. He learned me how to eat
Every day.
every day.
Wow.
Yeah, he came and picked me up four at night. We fucking down pre-workout. We went and we did some fucking deadlifts all day, powerlifting.
But how did it look like? I'm curious. Like, how was your routine during those 2 years?
During those times, well, I didn't
Yeah.
work.
No, at the gym. Like, what kind of workouts you guys?
But I followed
you guys
him.
did? Okay.
We did like Olympic weightlifting.
Okay.
So it was mostly like powerlifting, like doing deadlifts, bench press, shoulder press, and then at the end doing like a circuit bodybuilding. And we just like back to back to back, like no rest at all. We just did that. I went home and we went and ate steak. And me and him, we went on like a fast of like 3-4 days. I learned about him. Like, he learned me fasting. He learned me to go on a primal diet. He sent me sources of like what's his name? Ajunis Wonderplanets. That's someone who had cancer, and then he, through raw foods, he has been able to heal himself. So I read like these books and epigenetic books. He also sent me that food, and especially animal foods, high quality animal foods, they change the expression of your genes.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a positive or negative way?
100%. Yeah, in a positive way.
Huh.
Yeah. So he was like, yeah, you gotta eat liver, the vitamin A in it, so good, you know, like, it's all about nutrition. So I was like eating testicles, liver. I was eating
Wow.
organ meats.
Raw or cooked?
I tried it raw, and then
Okay.
later I did it cooked. But I went on a raw meat diet for like 2 months.
Really?
Yeah, but when I was 17, I tried to be a vegan. It made me so depressed. And then when I went on this diet, now everything changed. Because again, like, I was a pretty scrawny kid, but then all of a sudden, hair on my chest, beard growth. I felt like
It's
more.
the Persian in you, bro.
It activated a gene,
Right, right,
Something,
right.
well, because I only had like a mustache and a goatee like all
Okay,
my life.
okay.
Never had a beard. So then, yeah, like, it made me into who I am today.
What do you think about veganism?
Veganism,
Yeah.
I believe it's degeneration. If you would eat like only vegan food, you would degenerate into a very weak human. Like your teeth, like, what are you gonna eat? Fruits? Like, what nutritional value are in fruits? Sugar. So you're gonna eat sugar all the time. Vegetables. Like, what are there in
Well,
vegetables?
some people would say there is fibers, there is vitamins, there is a bit of protein.
If you
in
look
them.
at nutritional value, like, again, you can say that, but then again, how bioavailable is it for your body, right? Is fiber really good for your body? Is it really good? Study about it. Like, yeah, vitamin C and stuff. Like I eat fruit. Like, right now, I eat fruits and I eat everything, right? If I want to eat sweet potatoes with steak and eggs and some fruit, that's mostly what I eat. I just do that. If I'm gonna eat McDonald's, I do that. But I'm definitely, I don't care what people do. They can do what the fuck they want. But my wife, she's gonna eat like high nutritional foods because my kid's gonna be strong, bro. You know, I don't want no weak children.
You gotta have liver and testicles for
Yes,
that.
bro. Yes, because it makes so much. It's so important for the again, the genetic expression of the kid. If the mother has like eaten a lot of liver and stuff, why do you think that the lion, the alpha lion or the alpha wolf, when they catch prey, the first thing that the alpha gets is the liver? No one else gets it. Only the alpha, he gets the liver. And if you look at its mane, at its hair, it's so thick and furry. Why is it? Again, vitamin A, biotin is so high in liver that it really like get thick hair. You know, your claws are even much stronger of the biotin. Your teeth. And it's so important for animals. But we are also like primal, and this animalistic nature is also in us.
Good point. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, I want to go back to
Sure.
when you were 19 and you decided to go on this growth journey. How, like, was there a moment that you hit rock bottom and you're like, fuck this, I'm done with this, I wanna change my life, right?
100%.
And what was that?
Damn, good question. Well, I was doing things that I shouldn't have done. The wrong people, like people who deal drugs, people who took advantage of me because I was big and strong, right? I was using it for the wrong reasons, just to like get by. Because I hated working for a boss, because again, if you're a big dude and also like trying to reach masculinity and you're also another skin color, they like it, they like to dominate you and stuff, or that's how I felt.
In Belgium.
Yeah, and I just couldn't never work for a boss. I just couldn't.
Okay.
So then I did like things like dealing drugs, or if they needed me to like fuck someone up, they would call me, and I'm like, I got nothing to lose. That's what I had in my mind. I was like so deep. So I accumulated all this knowledge, and I was like bettering myself and stuff, and I had this mentor, and all of a sudden like I'm like, I have no experiences in life. Like it felt so, I had this knowledge like second base, like someone gave it all to me, and I wanted to experience life in myself. I wanted to experience darkness to see the light. And at that time I didn't understand it, but I just said like fuck it, and I was with the wrong things. But then I went on a motocross, and I fell, almost lost my leg. It was numb for a week, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna lose this leg. I can never work out again. I worked for my body so long. I prayed, and I believed there could be change. And for some reason, my leg got spared. I had like a really dent in my leg. I still have the scar here. And I started feeling my foot again, slowly and steadily, and I'm like, okay, now I cannot fuck this up anymore.
It's like a wake-up call.
Yeah, but it wasn't like the first one. Also, almost got stabbed to death. I was in weird situations while I was, with the guys that were dealing like and stuff, But when you're in that darkness, like nothing can help you besides your third eye being open and being able to navigate like the truth, what's going on, being able to smell people's aura if they're like about to do something evil against you, and being able to escape that situation, right? Through aggression or through some other forms of manipulation. But I was constantly in a survival state. So that changed me, but that also opened my eyes to like spirituality.
Okay.
Like having like these psychotic events, like it induced something in my mind that made me like lose grasp with reality, But then again, like for there to be built on, you need to have a good foundation, and sometimes that foundation needs to be broken fully. Like for this home to become something greater, it needs to be broken down fully and then build something greater upon, right? So there cannot be built on upon something that has not a good foundation. So I was totally broken at that time.
When you broke your leg?
When I broke my leg, when I like got stabbed, was in bad situations. My mother was like crying all the day. All night, because she didn't know where I was, or she was scared that I could be killed. So I was like, I don't want this. I am like, I should be of value to people around me. I should be a source of light, a source of guidance, again, a source of protection. And I've lost myself fully. It was also like, I don't know, 1 year or so, 2 years, I've lost myself in that life. And then something clicked in my mind that I'm like, I choose for light. I don't want to choose for darkness anymore. You know, so and then from that, when I made that choice that I'm a light bringer, I'm a bringer of truth, I want to be a protector, I want to be a servant of light than of darkness, then I tried like changing my mind and augmenting it to be able to surpass myself from these limiting beliefs and from these traumatic experiences that impact, you know, my personality in a negative way, cleansing my aura, you know, like magician stuff, mystic stuff. Like,
What's that?
like, you know, like again, that's how I see life. Like for me, it's magical to do like voodoo, right?
Like black magic?
No, it's like no, like voodoo, like cleansing, you know, the Quranic way.
Oh,
of
wudu. I thought you said
Yes.
voodoo, bro.
No,
sorry,
no,
sorry.
no.
Okay, my bad.
I don't do black magic, bro.
Wudu. Okay. No, I thought you said voodoo.
Yeah, from voodoo, and like that's like cleansing.
Right.
It's a cleansing ritual.
Right.
But you should also have like armoring and protection ritual. You should also have like a clarity ritual. You know, you should have all of these spells in your spell book to be able to cleanse, protect, evolve in your own way. For me, like practicing gratitude was like filling myself up, filling my cup up so I can fill in other people's cup, right? Because I want to be of value. And you don't need to like, it shouldn't be like always physical, something physical to give. It can be like some inspiring words that you see in someone, you know? Some positivity that you can see in their individual personality, and you just bring it out by confirming their belief in a sense, because everyone knows like kind of what's going on, but they choose again with their free will to choose like the opposite, like negative traits of yourself. Like you look in the mirror, oh, I don't like my nose, I don't like my teeth, like you're so like all these limiting stuff, like you're limiting yourself while you can be limitless.
Right.
It is a choice.
It is a choice, but it's not always easy to see it, right? And I was wondering, so if someone is in that dark place and they're really finding a hard time to get out of it, like you were, what can you tell them? Because for you, it was an accident that kind of woke you up. You're like, all right, that's it. This is enough.
Right.
And I think that the accident itself is not enough, because sometimes you got an accident, you're like, okay, you could have gone back 100%. To before.
Yeah, that's what I did.
But you're like, no, this is it. I'm gonna become a new person. Let's say you said you're gonna build a new person, like you're gonna demolish
character.
The foundation, start a new
100%.
one, everything from
myself.
Zero.
100%.
So let's say someone that decided to change themselves, what do they need to do? What are the steps that they could take to grow and become a better person, to see the light you were mentioning?
Love that question. Well, first of all, embrace the darkness. Everyone has it.
Okay.
You know? To be able to tame it is the first step. You know? To be able to put the genie into the bottle is the first step. So how do you do that? Transmuting it. Like find an outlet, an expression for this darkness.
Okay.
For me, it was martial arts at the time.
Nice.
Right?
Okay.
So I had a lot of anger. I had like these emotional baggage that I did not know how to, again, transmute and utilize for the better good. And I went to MMA, and every time after I felt better. I truly felt better, because I felt fear, I felt anger, and like when you're there in the dojo, you forget about that, you know, and you transmute it. And this is like the first step to get a hold of your primitive mind, of your survival mind, because you turn fear into confidence, you know? You create a shield of yourself, of protection, you know, in your mind. And being protected is the first step. Having darkness around you, but you having trust in the protection of God, or just in the belief that you're protected, that's the first step. You know, and how I did it is I visualized just like if you can visualize a bubble around you, like this darkness is here, but it shouldn't affect me.
You do that through meditation? Or-
Again, like the psychosis and stuff did this to me. Like it opened something in my mind, and I could like visualize so clearly.
Okay, at any time?
At any time, any place, anywhere. So I could just like walk on earth, and I could like now I mostly visualize like my intuition all the time. I just see like something here,
Okay.
like energy getting pulled into it, and me being guided
By whom?
by the highest version of myself, you know. By like I believe in the multiverse. There are multiple versions of yourself, right?
Okay.
There is one who has all the knowledge that you want to possess or that you need,
Okay.
and through your intuition that connects you to your highest version of yourself, and you get this information. That's what I believe, but again, you could also say it's God that does the work, or it's the universe or something. Again, I don't know the truth. I just know that having this belief and this visualization, it empowers me. So I'm not gonna like question it and go deeper. If it empowers me, I stick with it, and I go forth. You know, if it again limits me, I discard it, and again I go forth.
Okay. Is it a form of a thought, or is it like a voice that you hear, or is it like an image that you see?
Fascinating. Well, it can be multiple things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you feel it. It's like a feeling. It's like when you're in danger, like you also feel it. You know, when there is something isn't right at the situation, okay, and you're like, okay, let's get the fuck out. You know, if you would have a kid or a girlfriend or a friend or a sibling, you would say, okay, pack your shit, let's go. It doesn't feel right. You can smell it almost. Animals have this, you know, like this instinct, you know, and I believe we also have it. But if we would be an instrument, right? If our soul is an instrument, I believe we all are so disaligned. Like you should like put the right frequencies back on. Like how do you like fix a guitar? What's it called? Tune?
June.
You gotta bring yourself back in tune. You're so in disharmony, and that's normal. But from the music that we listen, get attacked from like from the foods, from the music, from everything we consume on a daily basis. It brings our energetic system in disharmony. And I believe it's with our free will, we have to change that. We have to fight that. It's the righteous thing to do. That's the first step to follow in the path of light. You know, fight the darkness.
And how do we do that in a world that there's so much distraction, and I mean we're bombarded by distraction.
Yeah, we're in this
left and
chaos,
right,
but
and- yeah.
that's so. Isn't it exhilarating to be able to fight it in this chaos? To be able to find systems that work and empower you, for you to become limitless, for you to become stronger, for you to inspire other people. What does a CEO do? You know, he's a visionary of the business, right? What does he do? He can bring that vision onto other people, and they're willing to again work for that vision. And these become like COOs, and they all work together to reach the same goal,
Okay.
right? Having this vision.
Okay.
So it all becomes with that, and the biggest step is you can't do this alone. And I love connecting with people because you can align your visions together and fight like an army, you know, fight like an army, go forth like a team. like a fortress to reach your goal. You know, the same with the Vikings. You know, they all went on a boat. They went to England.
Yeah.
You know, we should do the same, but
Raped all the girls, all the women. Chose the beautiful ones, killed the rest.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
So the Vikings did, right?
Yeah.
Bro, it's wild. Like
It is wild.
the stuff they did.
But it all started with like a vision of one man. You know, he had a vision to go there, and he influenced other people to join him in his vision. Right? And sometimes you fight. You know, you discuss because people don't agree with that vision. But that's the art of life. And I believe, again, if your vision is based on good intentions of things that could inspire people, that could bring value in other people's life, like you got such a good foundation, you got such a good idea. So that's why I like what you do. Like there's such a nice intention behind it, such a pure energy.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, means a lot.
Yeah.
For real. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the CEO. You mentioned the CEO. If you could have dinner with any CEO or any person, alive or dead, who would that be?
Wow. Oh my God. CEO. Okay, yeah.
It doesn't have to be CEO. Any person.
Any person?
Yeah, any person.
I will probably Cyrus the Great.
Oh, this is
Like
a
some
Persian
conqueror.
leader.
Yeah, or someone like a mystic like Rumi.
Okay.
Like someone who like.
All right, you can pick 3 if you want.
Okay. Okay. Cyrus the Great, Rumi, and another mystic person. But let's say modern day person based on business. I would say maybe Alex Hormozi. You know Alex Hormozi?
Tell me.
He's like this also Persian dude.
Okay.
Making so much money through business. He's like on all platforms, YouTube and stuff. Yeah, he cracked the code basically on making money and bringing value in people's life, and having an amazing offer, right? Yeah, all of these things. So I would choose these 3 people: Alex Hormozi, Rumi, and Cyrus the Great. Cyrus the Great, he would learn me how to be a good king, how to be a good leader. Rumi would beautify my poetic view on the world,
Okay.
and Alex Hormozi would basically inspire and learn me how to accumulate
Make
wealth.
money.
Yeah, accumulate wealth and build my empire, right?
Bro, I love it. I love the answer. Yeah. So how did you start? I know you left Belgium, you came here, and you want to start. Are you starting your own business? What? Because you said also you don't want to work for anyone.
Right.
That's something we definitely share. And what are your big plans in the future?
Again, become a very masculine person.
Okay. I mean, to accumulate wealth.
Okay. Well,
Like business
I'm gonna be straight, bro. Like, OnlyFans. I do OnlyFans, right?
You do?
I do.
Okay.
I started it 2 months ago, and I fucking make so much money, like 5K a month just starting.
You just started 2 months ago?
Yeah, I started 2 months ago. Made like 5K first month, 5K again. And again, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I'm a straight dude. I got a girlfriend back in Belgium. And like these rich girls from Dubai, they like Arabic men. And they just want to have like the boyfriend experience. So yeah, I wake up, I send them a picture. I go to the gym, I send them a picture. I'm in the sauna, I'm eating something, and they like to provide for me, you know. And they pay me daily like €100, 102, 200, sometimes
Okay.
300.
Well, how did you start?
Well, I saw this Persian dude on Instagram. He lives in the US, and he was like riding Lambos and stuff, buying his mother a car, and I was like, damn, I can do this. Like, I have a nice body. He makes gym videos, and the first thing was like believing in myself that I could also do this, and I made it. You know, I made it. I didn't know how to market it yet, but then I started posting stuff, and some pictures they went viral, and then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Posting where, on OnlyFans?
On Threads.
Okay.
Threads. I use Threads to accumulate like followers, having a funneling system. So I created then a funneling system. I learned more about business. So I use multiple platforms. I post them on a daily basis. Nothing crazy, just a picture of my body that covers my face when I'm pumped up in the gym. So I post like 3 times a day. I make some TikToks, and I funnel them all to my OF.
Okay.
So now in like 2 months, I got like 2,000 fans.
Wow.
I got like almost 20K likes.
All female?
Nah, definitely not. Definitely a lot of males also.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I have like no judgment. Like again, OF, interestingly, it's making me more of an authentic person, right? Because the first step is you work for, what's it called? You work for what you do, and then you work for what you know, and then lastly you work for who you are.
Okay.
Right? So now I'm in that place for where I get paid for who I am.
Okay.
Right? It was not work, it was paid. So you get paid for what you do, you get paid for what you know, and you get paid for who you are.
Okay.
And now it boosts my authenticity. So no filter, I am who I am, and I get paid for it. Right?
Okay.
So and like, doesn't matter woman or man, just I get worship. I'm like, hello king, hello sir. Like these women speak, and these men also, but I don't communicate a lot with these men.
You don't answer to men?
I had like 300, right now I got like 300 messages open. I can make so much money, but I just do a post and I mass DM. That's it.
Okay.
So I don't judge or anything, but I do have like 2 girls from Dubai whom I like speak on a daily basis.
Okay. Only 2 out of the 2,000.
That's what I prefer.
Okay.
You know? I even prefer 1, but now there's a new high payer in the picture. I'm like, okay, and maybe I'm gonna provide you with some love.
Does your girlfriend know?
She does.
What does she think?
At first, it was hard for her to digest this. But again, in the beginning of the relationship, I told her this. So before we were a thing, I told her, I want to do things like OnlyFans. I want to make a lot of money, my career and stuff. I'm always gonna put above you. I'm always want to try to better myself, things like that. So I had this conversation with her, and mid in the relationship, because I had no money and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm a man and I can't even provide. Okay, I got a nice body, I can protect and stuff, but I need to be able to provide, you know. So started OF. It went booming. It worked immediately. And yeah, now I'll come to Bali, and she want to come here, and she want to live with me, and
nice.
You know. So again, OF created for me an opportunity to live more authentically, to even come to Bali and do this, because in Belgium you're chained, even though like gotta pay 65% tax, even if I was a personal trainer.
65%, wow.
It starts with 56%, but it goes up to 65%.
Wow.
It's crazy. So why am I like here? I can live how I want to.
Okay.
And put my business in Bulgaria, pay 10% tax, and I'm free. Because in Belgium I always felt like these chains on my arm and neck. When I went to the gym, I trained like I was a slave. I trained like a prisoner. Like, fuck, I gotta get the fuck out of here. That was my mindset last year. I was like trying to break free. But now I created this portal, which I manifested. I came to this portal, and now I'm here doing a podcast with you, smoking a cigar.
Hell yeah.
Going to a gym resort. It was first a shock, you know. Sometimes like when you get for what you asked for, it's like, wow. And so fast, and like 1 year, like my life changed from an angry gym rat to
authentic person, as
to
you said.
authentic. Thank you. To an authentic and thriving person seeking more ways to connect and better himself. And I do see opportunities like this, like coming here and talking to you. It's really an honor and pleasure.
Same here.
That other people, like, divine timing happens and you meet these people and it happens for a reason, you know, because again, your mind opportunistically seeks it out, and people can smell it sometimes, and they're also seeking, as you said, sometimes.
Rumi said.
Rumi,
what you seek is seeking you.
as you quoted, what Rumi said is, what you seek
Is seeking
seeks you even more, you know, it seeks you even more. So
Right.
I love
Right.
that so much.
Amazing.
I love
Yeah.
that so much.
Does your family know about this business?
Yes, my mother is well, my family is just me and my mother, honestly, and my brother also knows this.
Okay.
And I'm a pretty like fiery person, like especially in Belgium also. Like
Okay.
I'm fiery. I'm like, I do what I want. And
What was their reaction?
my brother, because he's like really religious, he's like, bro, choose another way and this and that. I'm like, sorry, brother, you don't bring meat on the table. I do, you know. I make my own money. Like, I gotta provide for this family. I'm gonna become rich, even if I'm gonna sacrifice myself. You know,
Why is it sacrificing yourself?
Well, if like I'm sacrificing my reputation, right? Because I do OF. Like people are like, he does this. Other people say, is he gay? You know, or whatever. But I'm willing to like let people judge me and sacrifice again the person that I am to accumulate and become rich and become someone. Because my mother is an artist. That's her passion, and I believe in her. I'm her biggest fan, and she's my biggest fan. You know, she always supports me. She always like showed so much love.
So she accepted it more than your
Always,
brother.
even like when my girl was talking shit, like I had a discussion. I'm like, get the fuck out of my house. We're done. And she's like going to my mother and she's telling my mother like, do you know what your son does? This and that. And she starts showing my mom.
She showed her your pictures?
Yeah, but it wasn't anything nude, but just like teasing pictures and stuff.
Okay.
Like modeling pictures. And my mom said like, you should have known this. I know this from my son, you know? He takes pictures from his body, and that's who he is. And you should have known this also from the beginning. So why are you bitching, you know? Like, so my mother, like, she's fully like behind me.
She's as protective as you were to her
100%.
in your childhood.
100%. Like, I always try to enchant my mother's soul through my mind. I always like, because I believe like there is some truth to like words are spelling, right? Like that's why they say like you're throwing spells on each other through words. Or that's why they call it spelling for some reason. Or cursing. You're cursing someone, sending a curse. You're blessing someone through words, you know, or through thought, through visualization. And I try to be an angel for my mother. When I visualize my mother, I see a circle of lights protecting her soul, and her heart always being vibrant and open. And I do believe in these things, because energy cannot be destroyed or created.
Just transferred.
Transferred, right? And like, if there will be 10 people who think of Tiger as like this amazing guy, conquering, charismatic, a leader, it's gonna feed you, it's gonna bless you. That's why the essence of a woman is so beautiful. They're so Wiccan, they're so witchy women, you know. That's why they like to play with crystals and stuff, you know. It's just in their nature. But again, their presence, a woman's presence, it can buff you as a person. It can feed you, you know, to become a higher version than you expected of yourself.
And you found that in your mother and your girlfriend.
100%. Like most women, they buff me. But I also know that they have the capacity to curse you. So you should again know how to cleanse. You should again know how to protect and armor your soul, your energetic field. Yes, I'm very like spiritual, because I believe in these things, man. Why do you think people pray and people do again voodoo and stuff? There's some truth to it. Like, it's not because you don't see it, like oxygen, that it isn't there.
You, being spiritual, and you also mentioned that you read a lot of Quran before. Is what you're doing right now affecting it in any ways? Do you think it has any impact on your spirituality in any way? sort, or is
Not
disconnected?
Not negative, definitely not in a negative way.
Okay, because you said it's also a sacrifice.
100%. Well, the thing is, like, most people judge, right? But then again, who are humans to judge, right? The one and only is Al Hakim, the Most High. He's the only one who will judge my soul, so I'm okay with it.
Nice.
Right? That's my mentality, and it again empowers me. So I believe in it, and my mind seeks opportunities that empower my belief, and I go forth. You know, because as long as I go forth, that's Sirat al-Mustaqim, right? As long as I'm optimistic, that's Sirat al-Mustaqim, that's the rightful path. You know, and I want to stay on a rightful path, on a self-improving path, on a path that brings me to higher levels, again, of my masculinity, of my essence, of my authenticity.
Okay, and you don't think OF has any impact on that?
Not necessarily, but again, I accept the consequences, whatever they are. You know,
Okay.
if I would be killed for being the person that I am, so be it. You know, I'm not scared of death.
Okay.
I'm scared of not becoming who I should become.
Your higher self.
Yes, 100%. You gotta fight for what you can become and for who you are, who you truly are. And most people don't know that even. Who they truly are, what their mission is, how they bring value and love and authenticity in other people's life and inspire them. Gotta be a source of light, you know. And I am seeking that. And I know I make mistakes, as everyone is, because we're human.
Well, we all do.
You cannot throw stone to someone while you're, well, yeah, we're imperfect, you know. We as humans, we're imperfect in a sense of we sin, we make mistakes. So again, who are you to judge someone else's mistakes? So, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We can continue talking about this, or we can talk about something else.
Switch it up.
Yeah.
Switch it
So,
up.
where else? Where other besides that business? What other business do you have in mind? Do you have something in mind?
Yeah,
But
well,
since you are here, because last time we talked, I feel like you had a lot of inspiration.
yes.
And you're very optimistic and ambitious person, as I see. So do you have an idea of where you want to go, or are you still trying to figure that out as you're here?
I know definitely it's an artistic approach. It's
Okay.
definitely 100% with social media. Yeah, it's through because through imagery, right? Through video editing, through filming, you can create something that could inspire a lot of people, you know. So I definitely want to go into content creation.
Okay.
I am in content creation, and my team also.
Okay.
Again, I still do short form content for my team. I do sales and stuff besides the OF stuff.
Okay.
So I'm still busy with that. And but yeah, I want to expand deeper. I want to do passionate projects, you know, things
Okay.
that feed my soul in an artistic way. Again, my mother is an artist. She's a painter.
Okay.
And I want to do the same, you know. I want to inspire people in a new way, you know, give them goosebumps, motivate them.
Nice.
And that can be, again, I want to do that through imagery.
Okay. Were you able to find any inspiration here in Bali?
Oh my God, so much. Well, I've been distracted, 100%.
How so?
Yeah, well, my friends are going out and stuff, and I'm like, okay, and I just joined, right? Well, I also met other people who are also very into the like spiritual thing, and they gave me some sources, and I'm also listening to them and reading a book, Think and Grow Rich,
Okay.
and trying to
That's a
improve
good one.
myself. But I'm not doing like, yeah, I'm not doing the things that maybe my heart seeks yet, but I know it will come. It
Okay.
always comes. What your heart seeks and desires, it always, like for me, it always came true.
Okay.
So I haven't been doing it, but I put a lot of energy in the thought of doing these things. So opportunities I know will open up, doors will open up, and I am gonna take action upon these doors, and I'm gonna take them fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So artistic means everything that is artistic, that is expressionate, that can inspire people. Even if it is smoking a cigar, putting a camera on and talking to the camera, I'm making 50 clips out of that. I'm maybe looking like what could inspire people, put some epic music on it, right? Some inspirational stuff.
Right.
I make my own style, my own niche, and just put it out there. You know, and the right mind who seeks again will find. And my video could maybe be the thing, or a couple of words even, for them to like shift their perspective. And sometimes you just need a shift of perspective to gain clarity upon your life, to take action, to reach the things that...
And that can create a ripple effect on
100%.
people. You change 10 people, and those 10, each one changes 10. That's exponential. Like, it's crazy how far
Exactly.
that could go.
Exactly. I love the word exponential. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So how was your transition from Belgium to Bali? You said it was hard at the beginning, and then when we met, you said 3 days ago, that's it, I found it.
Yeah, I was I was depressed. All my friends were like, "What's wrong with you? Like all these hot girls, you got a nice body, you
Right.
look good, and you're depressed there, like sitting, like looking, like everything was gray and black and white for me. Like I was there, everyone was having fun and drinking, and all these girls and stuff, and I would laugh. Is this it? You know? Okay, I'm here. What now? You know? But then again, I got inspired. I put like new goals.
Okay.
And these goals are nothing that I can like verbalize right now, but it's through imagery. And I just keep feeding these images. And I know that that I'm creating something in my mind. I'm cooking something up, right? So sooner or later it's gonna come to life. It always does. It always came to life. One day I wanted to have this body. I wanted to be muscular and stuff. Got cooked up. Now I got it. I wanted to look like this. Before I had long hair, long
Okay.
curly hair with a beard. I looked like a prophet or Tarzan. They call me Tarzan back in Belgium. Yeah, like your hair. Like it's amazing. I love the style.
Thanks.
You call me Tarzan back in because I did calisthenics and I had long hair.
Okay.
Right. So everyone called me Tarzan.
The prophet
back.
Tarzan.
Yeah. Some people go, bro, you look like Jesus, bro. And most people would say like, bro, you're Tarzan. You know. I did these animalistic movements, flow.
Okay, like animal flow?
Yeah, animal flow, and I did calisthenics. So
Ido Portal.
Ido Portal stuff.
Oh, his stuff is dope.
My favorite. My favorite. Especially for martial arts. Nothing is better.
He did Capoeira, I believe. Yeah, he definitely did Capoeira.
Oh my god, I gotta join you with the Capoeira.
Oh, bro, Capoeira is amazing.
We're
It's
gonna make
amazing.
it like a session, yeah.
It's been a while. I stopped during the pandemic because we were taking classes, like normal classes. It's Capoeira, we do a circle, and there's so much energy in there. There's so much going on. You know, like they're playing the drums, they playing the berimbau, and then there's that circle, and the energy is within that circle, and then COVID happens, and classes is on Zoom. So I go to the park, I put the phone like this, I'm trying to do the Jenga, and I'm like, what am I even doing? Like this is uncomparable to actual class, and that's when I stopped. So I didn't do it since then. But it's a beautiful martial art, and it's got a lot of history. You know, its history is fascinating. It's
based on slavery, right?
Yes.
They were chained and they were like...
Yes, so it's all kicks, they say, because long time ago, and not that long ago actually, if we really look at it,
right.
There was slaves in Brazil that obviously they couldn't practice any martial art, so they made it look like a dance. And we're not sure about this because they say they were chained,
Right.
but they that's why it was all kicks. But I'm not sure about this because how could you work if you are chained?
Right.
So somewhere along the line, I don't know, they changed the story. I don't know exactly. I have to go back and read more about it.
Right.
But I think it makes more sense if they were chained in their legs rather than their hands, because that's what they used to work.
Right.
So I'm not sure. Maybe later on, when after work they chain their hands, perhaps. So they made it look like a dance. There was a lot of slaves from Angola. They travel. They take them from Western Africa to modern day Brazil, and they worked on those plantations, and they camouflaged this martial art into a dance. And so what they would do, they would learn those kicks, they would kick the master, and then they would escape and start their own little community. And that's how capoeira came to life. Even the instruments, they take it's very primitive. You know, you take a stick, you look for a string, you attach it, and then you do dang 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 dang. The drums, different instruments. That's super primitive, but the songs also are about the freedom. It's just called the dance of freedom. It's all the songs, the lyrics, everything is about freedom. That's why it's very liberating when you practice. It's a beautiful martial art. I see some UFC fighters actually do it. So you could learn a lot from it. It's not all you need to fight.
Right.
You definitely need to learn other martial arts, and you know that.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But I think it could add a lot to a fighter, you know, or any person for that matter, that because it's got a philosophy as well.
But before like the corona,
Mm-hmm.
like because you went so in depth about the energy of it, and that really inspired me because it's like it's a whole empowering ceremony, right? It feeds you through frequencies, again, these drums,
Yeah.
and like energy created in this circle,
Right.
right? So can you elaborate more on that? Like, what's your experiences like dancing in this circle while everyone is creating energy around it?
Yeah. So you have this circle of other capoeirista,
Yes.
con capoeirista, and then in the main, like in front, you have the master, and you have a band, let's say,
Right.
playing. Some are playing the drums, some are playing the berimbau, and then there are other instruments, and it's all making one circle. And so they're playing the music. Everyone is singing at the same time, and the other members are clapping. Ding 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 ding. Paranauê, 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 and everybody's singing. Do, 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 Paranauê. And you are right in the middle with another person that you're supposed to be fighting. It's not really fighting, it's you kick, the other one dodges.
Right.
And then they kick and you're
It lets
dodging.
you synchronize.
It's a dance.
Right.
It's very much like a dance, but it's a mortal dance. So if you don't actually dodge, you're gonna hit the other person, you gotta hurt him. But remember we call him Mestre, what he would say, you have to have cabeça quente, pé frio. So you have to have your mind has to be hot, quente is hot, but your foot has to be cold.
Okay.
Right? And so you have to be able to control your kicks. And so even if you're going at full speed, you have to be able to stop it at any time so you don't hurt your opponent, because you can't hurt your opponent. You know, we all family, we all friends, we trying to learn. Right? And so that's why it's a dance. You're just moving within that circle. Everyone is singing. It's like you are in a flow, you know. It's like surfing, you know. You take that wave and you don't, like, you're not listening. You hear the music, you know what's going on, but you're so focused on kicking, not getting kicked at the same time. So you are in the zone. It's a beautiful thing. It's a
Flow
beautiful
state, like
yeah,
it's your intuition kind of takes over, right?
You're
like you don't even
flowing.
think anymore. You're just in a movement, and
Not always. A lot of times you're thinking about them because you're learning a new movement. You wanna do
Implement
it.
it,
Yeah. So it's not always like that. But there are days where it's just flowing. Like and during training, of course, you're not, whatever problems you have in your life, you're not gonna bring. We call the circle hoda.
right.
You're not bringing to the hoda. You forget all your problems, everything that's outside in your life that's happening at that point. It's not there. It's just you, the music, and the opponent or your friend that you're dancing with. That's it.
Wow.
It doesn't last for long, but
Muito bom.
Muito bom.
Muito bom, mano.
I love Brazil. I love, it's one of my favorite places, actually. It's
Tá no inferno abraçar o capeta. Sim, cara, sim.
honestly, like Brazilians are my favorite people. From all the places I've been there many times, and there's something about them that they don't take life too seriously. You know, they're
Right.
they're very chill. Like they love living.
They
They're
love movement. That's what I've sensed, you know. They are so warm-blooded that they need to channel that warmness into
right.
movement, right?
That's such a good point. I never thought about it because the dancing, the
It's in their culture.
samba.
It's in their culture. Like if I don't, there is like something that they call like the soul of a Brazilian. I
Okay,
forgot the word.
Alma,
Like
Alma.
Ginga, no Ginga, or I don't know.
Ginga is the movement for
For
Capoeira, the
Capoeira, but
bass
there is
movement.
like something like a similar word like that that indicates the soul of a Brazilian, you
Okay.
know? But that soul of a Brazilian is not like it can be like anyone on earth, right? But it's just like you gotta be warm-blooded, a mover, you know, like a
Ah,
lover of movement, like a lover of transmuting this fire
right.
into something, you know.
Well, there's definitely that. Every time there is that fire, you go out, you go to the roda, also called the samba, you're playing samba,
Samba, yeah.
music. It's amazing, and they make you feel so welcome. Like there was a day I was traveling from Sao Paulo to Belo Horizonte, and someone sat next to me on an airplane and just started a conversation like, "Hey," like, she had the little dog. Like, is it hard to travel? I actually said, "É difícil trabalhar com dog." And she's like, "What?" I
Right.
said, "Do you speak English?" She's like, "Yeah." So, so I go, "Is it hard to travel with a dog?" She said, "This is my first time traveling with a dog," and they were just talking like one conversation led to the other. It was a 45-minute flight, and then she goes, "By the way, we have a party at my place tonight. We with my parents and all my family. We do it once a year, and I'd love to have you come join us."
That's so nice.
So random, right? And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go.
Right.
Why not? You know, these
Right.
opportunities, like you
Exactly.
go, you travel places, and people invite you.
Right.
There's a reason. You know, you don't
100%.
know why, but you just go. It was such a beautiful experience. I walk in and they're like, "Hey, welcome!" Like they
Welcome.
made me feel like I'm home as soon as I walked in, as if I belonged there, as if I knew them for years.
Right.
It was such a beautiful thing, and that's what I love about Brazilians. You know, they make you feel very comfortable and belong. Even though my Portuguese is just enough to order something, to just get around, take an Uber, but
Like muito
somehow you
prazer.
find the words. Somehow you
Right.
can express yourself.
Because you want to connect with these people, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
true.
yeah, and it's you're on survival mode,
Right.
because we have to sleep, we have to eat, we have to drink. We
Not get
also have to
ripped off.
socialize.
Right.
We also, it's very important. There was a time I was traveling Eastern Europe by myself, and there are places I went through where I couldn't, people didn't speak English, and it was tough. I had to find someone I could speak with. It was a necessity. It was survival, and I think we just like, as I said, just like food or water, like beings, we are social creatures. We need to talk. We need to communicate.
100%.
So yeah, at that point it was survival mode, but it was fun. It was fun. We danced. We danced. They have a game where you dance with everyone in a circle. You dance with everyone. They make food. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful.
I
Yeah,
love it. Wow, I feel the warmness of that story
yeah,
because I always wanted to go to Brazil
bro. Let's go.
because like before I was on and when it was Corona,
Uh huh.
I was on Discord a lot because I
Okay.
felt lonely,
Okay.
and I met a lot of Brazilian girls on there, and I was like, fuck, they're so like we opened our cams, you know, and I was also muscular and stuff, so I was like, yeah,
Still are.
yeah, but again, yeah, back then it was like it was my first taste
Okay.
of being muscular and having long curly hair and looking how I wanted to look when I was younger, right?
Right.
And I was showing myself, and these women, they were like, "Oh my God, gostoso," and stuff.
Gusto. That's the first word I learned.
Gostoso. I was like, okay, and then all these other girls like, "Oh, bandido," or what's it called, novinho, and like, and from there on, I was like, damn. And funny, when I was working out at the time, I was only listening to Brazil funk.
Okay.
Only to Brazil, because when I listen to that, like, this energy comes free inside of me. Till this day, I went to Finn's Beach, I went to La Brisa. Okay, girls are hot and stuff, but music is ass. I'm sorry, bro. House music and stuff, like, I'm not the raving type to take drugs and rave on that, but put some Brazil funk, bro. I don't need to be drunk or anything. I can immediately dance. I can do the paqueta, bro, immediately.
We have to go during Carnival, bro. It's a magical place, to say the least.
Isn't it done, the carnival? Wasn't it
The
in
next
September?
one, no, it's February, March, depending.
Right,
It's different. It's
February.
different every year.
Right.
But the next one, I'm not going to the next one. It's February 28th.
You're not going.
No, I'm not going for the next one.
Okay.
But at some point, we'd have to go.
100%.
No one rests there. It's like during Carnival, morning, night, it doesn't stop. The only one that rests there is the Christ on top of the mountains, just like this.
Right.
That's the only one that rests. Everyone else doesn't stop.
Damn, I
It
love
does
that.
not stop, bro. I'm telling you, it's next
That's
level.
insane.
They have so much energy. I love it. I love it.
And like, what are the dangers? Like, have you had any experience, like, dangerous experiences? Because you need to be careful. Like, you cannot go like in any street and
You have to be careful anywhere you go in the world.
100%.
It doesn't matter where you go, you have to be careful. I grew up in Tunisia. And in Tunisia, there are places where you have to be very careful, right? And so we learn you have to blend in with people. You can't go somewhere poor, let's say like a poor place, and be wearing nice watches, have a nice necklace. You have to look like everyone else. You have to blend in, right? And you have to act like everyone else. So you and me, I guess, everywhere we go, we can seem like we belong there, and
Yes.
and that's it. Just don't show off, one, and then two. Know the places where you're not supposed to go. There are places you're not supposed to go to, so don't go unless you know someone that lives there, someone that
personally,
yeah. Unless you're going with someone, then yes. And then third, just put all your, like what we do during Carnival, like put all your stuff in a fanny pack, and I put the fanny pack inside my pants, because someone is gonna try to pickpocket you. And again, that happens everywhere, and it could happen anywhere. So you just have to be careful, and that's it. But to me, I never been there more times than I can remember, and I never felt that I was in danger.
Right.
Even when I went to a favela, like for a party,
Right.
they close the streets, and you can only walk to get in, and you see people with these like artillery, and
Just
you're
normal
looking.
dudes, right, with sandals.
Yeah. You see them around, and I'm just like this. Okay, I've never seen anything like this. So you're just walking through. You go up the hill, and then there's this open space and a table in the middle. And then as soon as it got dark, they removed the table, and then they brought the DJ. They have a projector, and everyone is dancing, having a good time.
Brazil funk,
Bro,
right?
everyone is having a good time. You just can't pull out your phone and be filming, because you see people standing, like security, they have guns and stuff. Even there, honestly, I didn't feel there was danger. But again, you have to be careful, and then sometimes you can't blame people, because if someone is very poor and they see you have something they don't, like
Shiny
you talked
object,
about,
right?
yeah, like you talked earlier about taming the demons. I think the environment makes it very hard to tame those demons, you know,
Right.
and sometimes they take control. But yeah,
That's
it's a
so
beautiful
true.
place.
It's like when someone just pulls up, like we are kind like if someone would have a Rolex or something, like it's okay because it's just normal for us. But if someone would like come with a Lamborghini, you're also gonna be like, whoa, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But for them, like wearing like a golden chain or having like a ring or a nice watch or whatever could be the same in their eyes. They see something shiny and their mind just cannot take it off
Right.
their mind,
I mean, if
right?
someone doesn't have anything, then anything else could be shiny for them, you know? If you grew
100%.
up so poor, you don't have, like, you're just struggling to survive and eat, then anything
That's so
could
true,
look
yeah.
shiny, you know?
That's actually so new, like it changed my mind a little bit in that sense.
How so?
In a positive way,
Oh.
yeah, like respect other people's demons in a sense, you know? Like you cannot like they cannot take it out of their mind, you know, but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to have empathy with them, to not invoke any action upon it, just be conscious about that, right?
Right. Empathy is the word, yeah. 'Cause everyone goes through pain, you know,
Right.
and sometimes that pain that they're,
Manifests,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
100%. That's why you also gotta be like fatherly, you know. But how can you be fatherly against other brothers, against friends, family, or whatever, if you're not fatherly to yourself?
Mm.
I believe everything starts with yourself, and then it manifests into reality. How can you love someone if you don't love yourself? How can you forgive someone if you don't forgive yourself? So it
Mm-hmm.
all starts with yourself, I
But it's
believe.
also very hard we're often harsh on ourselves.
Right.
So what do you think? How do you navigate that? Like, what's
Hardship. How do you navigate hardship?
not hardship, being harsh on ourselves, but like example, sometimes we want to buy a gift for someone, we just get the nicest thing we find. But if it's for ourselves, we're like, okay, we don't have to get that expensive thing. We can go, you know.
That's so true. I believe that's self-respect. That's self-respect. You know, and it's same like when you want to go to the gym, but you're lazy, you're like, fuck it. But if you already said to your friend, let's go to the gym at 11, now you're all of a sudden there in the gym training with him, right? Because you made that promise, or
You
you don't want
respect
to look
them.
bad, you know, when not coming up or something. Yeah, something like that. It just, I believe, a lack of self-respect. And like when I say this, most people like, it's like, no, I got a lot of self-respect, but it's just with the smallest things. It's basically, if you say you do something and you do not, you lose like -2 self-respect, you know, like, and it adds up to the point where you got no self-respect or you build a lot of self-respect, you know. And this self-respect, it comes with competence, and this competence comes with confidence. So it all connected at the end of the day. I believe so.
So the more you add self-respect to yourself, the more it grows. It's like
100%,
it
100%.
compounds.
The more things you say you're gonna do and you do for yourself in your own mind, you gain that. How can I say it? This facet, this word, this what we call self-respect.
So to achieve it, you just have to do more of it.
100%. Same with discipline. What's discipline? It's exercising what you hate to do like you love it. Right? That's Mike Tyson said that. And who's more disciplined than that guy? He's been through so much shit.
What do you think is gonna happen in his fight?
I don't follow, like, honestly, like, I don't consume that much
Okay.
things on social media. I just try to produce, I make my money and get the fuck out.
Okay.
Right? I just use the metaverse to make money. I try to like consume as less as possible.
Okay.
I believe in producing and not consume. I only consume like affirmations, subliminals, information that can like like typical not typical, but like information based books,
Okay.
ebooks or whatever, audiobooks.
Okay.
I just try to feed my mind with the right brain resources so it can create more opportunity. I see my brain like, like a software, and I try to feed it like AI. I see my brain as, honestly, as a highly high-tech integrated AI system, which what I constantly feed into, it augments, and it seeks opportunity into reality.
Wow.
Plus, what is more beautiful than filming yourself and watching how you speak? Like, again, besides the knowledge aspect and channeling like sometimes crazy stuff to say, and you're like, wow, I believe also being able to analyze yourself when you're speaking, your intonation, the way you speak, maybe some mistakes you have made that you can like next time improve upon. Like if you go to the gym and you film your movement, let's say bicep curl, whatever, your squat, you're like, I needed to do more like this. Next time I'm gonna do more glute activation. I'm gonna put something on my heels so I'm more aligned, right, with the weight. And I believe you can do the same with this. You can look back and I'm like, okay, I talk like this, I have this type of energy. How can I improve? Right.
What's actually, speaking of the gym, what's the most common mistakes that you see people do in the gym?
Being so mechanical.
Uh-huh.
Like your body is like 4-dimensional. Like you should move, like common mistakes is having not fun, like not being a nice for it's like they're forced to be there while it's the most liberating thing ever. To go there and move. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to take dumbbells and like this. You can just hang for a sec. Scapula pulls, you can just do some lunges. Just move, man. Just be grateful for your body. Yeah, if you're not gonna use it, then lose it. And you deserve it to lose it then. So again, be grateful. It's when you're there in the gymnasium, it's a way to show gratitude for your body. But again, you're also there to transmute, right? If you're not there yet to show gratitude for it, then transmute dark energy and turn it into light, turn it into muscles, turn it into endorphins. Instead, like holding a grudge against someone. Have you have that feeling? Good. Go to the gym, channel it. It's your playground as a man. It's your playground as a warrior. If your warrior is not trained, I have this from this book, 4 male archetypes.
Okay.
Magician, warrior, king, and lover. If you look in the history of mankind, males, we've always come upon these 4 archetypes. Magician is like the shamans, the healers. The warriors were like, the fighters, the samurais, so on. The kings were like the conquerors. And then the lovers were like, the lovers. And we all have it inside of
The 4 of them.
all of four of them, but you need to be able to integrate them, right? For your divine masculinity again. If you're a bad magician, let's say, right? If your magician isn't developed, you're a manipulator, right? You're gonna use the knowledge that you've accumulated to manipulate things, to use things to boost your ego, feed your narcissism, your Machiavellism, your psychoticism, right? So, but instead, like if it's trained, if your heart or your lover is integrated with your magician, now you don't want to manipulate people and stuff. You just use this knowledge for your betterment. You accumulate knowledge and to heal yourself, to become a better version of yourself, to inspire people, to give this knowledge to other people who need it, to become a teacher, to be a student, to become a master, and so on. When you're a warrior, because right now we're speaking like the gym aspect, so that's when the warrior comes up. When that's not fully developed and leveled up and fed into, you're or a coward or a tyrant.
Okay.
Or you're a coward, you're scared of like confrontation again.
Instead of 2 extremes.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if you balance it, now all of a sudden like you fight for what's right for you, you speak up, you speak your heart, you don't have like hidden hatred for other people. You know, if there is something, if you're angry, express it. You know, there's a reason you're angry. But again, when you're well in tune with yourself, it's okay to be angry. You know? You
So-
should let it express, because
Any
you're angry for a
emotion.
reason. Yeah, because someone they crossed their boundaries for some reason, right? But again, if you're not in tune with that, you get angry and it doesn't make sense, and you're lashing out to the wrong people. You know, cropped up. So yeah, I'm trying to integrate these things. Same with the lover, you know, like most people, like they get into drugs and stuff because of this urge of not being able to control the lover inside. So, and the king is like, yeah, all three integrated into one.
Okay.
Being able to lead yourself, be a fatherly figure, be forgiving, be strong, be righteous, fight for the light, fight for what's good, fight for the people around you, for your family, for your friends, for their protection, for their provision.
So what do you think then men luck these days?
What men are like these days.
No, luck. What they luck to be more masculine.
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't know what men like, because my mind is, I believe it's wired a little bit different. But they do like their ego being like, how can I say, amplified through, let's say, them getting girls, or they're fucking X amount of women, um, or they're dominating a specific type of male or whatever. You know, I believe most men are ego driven, right? But I truly believe in ego. What I don't want. It doesn't make sense for you to like become egoless. You know, like you need to develop a healthy ego that serves you. You know, because it is there to serve you. To have this some sort of identity that's again authentic, empowering, and for you to find opportunities. You need to have a healthy ego. But for you to be able to become also egoless, it's also necessary, but it's not easy, right? To be able to like, okay, I'm not my identity for now. I just disintegrate everything, and I'm open to like augment it. You know, be open, be curious, not be rigid, like a stone. I don't know if it makes sense what I say.
It does. It sure does. No, the ego is we were talking about it yesterday. It can actually serve us a lot of time. It protects us, but it also serves us because it can push us to do much more. You know, but like you said, it has to be healthy because sometimes you don't want it to take control.
100%.
So
And with masculinity, like, I believe most people, they strive to become toxic, right? And I've been there, bro. I've been there. Like, I was like, in other people's eyes, I was like this alpha, this dominant dude who like lashed out maybe to people, maybe to my girlfriend or someone who said something wrong. But that's not alpha at all, you know. That's just like fear. Your your fear, your biggest fear to like be disrespected, or you know, these things. So if you think about it, if your base emotion is fear upon the thought you have, that's so weak, right? It's, you're in a survival state. How can you how can you be a king? How can you be in an abundant state? You're in survival, bro. You're in neediness. You're in need of validation that you're dominant or whatever.
okay,
But there are so many levels to it, and I'm still exploring.
right.
And that, I believe for me, this is the most fun endeavor to reach highest heights. There were kings who like had a harem of women who like worshipped them, or you know, it gets so crazy when you with these conquerors, bro. Like, how far did they go? Like, what type of consciousness did they reach? So I am interested in that. Give me a piece of that.
That's the consciousness you're gonna reach.
Kinda, yeah, kinda. I want to have a harem of women who I can choose from, and they're willing to serve only me. And I believe it's possible.
How many?
10,
10
20.
to start.
Yeah. Because nobody, till this day, nobody has done it. You know, nobody has really done it. So I'm like, yeah, let's make a fucking dent in
There
here.
is those. Watch some documentaries about those cult leaders.
Cult leaders.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Like they start a cult, and then it becomes very sexual. I mean, they do it for a reason.
Right.
But they would that's what they would have. They'd have a lot of women that they'd look up to them, and they would serve them and do whatever they want them to do.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Well, I truly believe in the spiritual power of women. Like their essence, if they truly like love you, they're gonna boost you. Like they're gonna buff you as a person energetically. Um, so I honestly believe in them, and I want to serve women. In a sense, like they're
How do you see them empower you?
even their breath, you know, like a true feminine breath, their voice. It like there are studies done on this. Like if you haven't spoken to a girl like all day, and you bump into one, and you speak for just a minute or two, your testosterone increases. That's just like facts, you know. They're just measuring these things. So that actually says a lot. And that we aren't even delving into the spiritual aspect. We're just talking about physicality right now.
Okay.
You
But
know?
is it like with one woman, or do you think a man should be surrounded with a lot of women for them to get?
Well, it's not about
more?
quantity. It's definitely not
Okay.
about quantity. It's 100% about quality.
Okay.
What's the point of all these women if like they have no connection to you, right? So these women, they should deeply feel connected to you. They should believe in you, you know? Like you can provide, protect, and better them in a sense, right? I don't know yet how or whatever, how it works. I just have this feeling, you know, that it's possible. And I do want to serve women. Because again, if you look at it, can you imagine a world without women?
I do not.
Right? So again, they give us energy, they give us power, they give us purpose, they give us families. So again, I'm raised by a single mother. Maybe that's why I think like this. I always respect women so much. So every time like I had a feeling of like fornicating with a woman, which like wasn't really connected with. Every time after, I was like, this ain't it, man. And the girl was like, she's still standing and stuff, but I'm like, so cheap, you know. This should be such a rich experience between a man and a woman. It's like when you go to the bedroom, it should be like you go into a temple. It should be very spiritual because you can create life through that act of sex. You can create life through that act, right? And if you look at like other spiritual practices, Kundalini and stuff, and I believe in sexual transmutation. I believe it's one of the strongest there is. I believe you can make so much money with it even.
How is that?
Taming your sexuality.
Yeah, how could you make a lot of money with that?
Because you're not a slave of your most primitive and strongest emotion. I mean, not emotion, but
Need.
need.
Or
Yeah,
urge.
exactly. So food and sexuality, that if you can tame that reptilian mind, you have impulse control, and now you set yourself up for success. A man cannot be successful if he does not have impulse control.
For real. So, so what do you think then about men that are like that just into promiscuous relationships, just fucking around?
Well, they're missing they're missing amazing experiences that they could have, I believe.
You think they could achieve more in life
100%.
if they
It's
didn't
like
do that?
shiny object syndrome. Do you know that?
No.
Like someone who's like on a road, like I don't know the specifics, but I just know like the basics of it. Like someone, if you're riding a car or whatever, and you're going to a destination, and with every shiny object you stop, you're like, how much time do you lose of reaching that goal, right? While you transmute that, you reach it much faster. You're going on a higher BPM, or what's it called, kilometer per hour.
I see.
That's like a metaphor I've created in my mind. I just came up with it.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's. But then at the same time, you also enjoy the beauty of that shiny object. Granted, you
Yes.
might not arrive to where you need to get, but some would say, I like that. I enjoy
100%,
that's-
100%. That's okay, you know, like, but you could be like a modern day type of Alexander the Great, but you got distracted.
Right. You
Right.
spent your
Again,
life just chasing the shiny
you've lost
object.
your mission as a man, but that's okay, you know. Got multiple lifetimes to go, you know, if you believe in that. Until you learn it, until you learn divinity, until you evolve. But I want to do it in this lifetime. It's free choice, man.
Yeah,
Right?
for
To
sure.
be distracted and have fun like that, you know. You can choose your life how you want to. You can create your character how you want to. You can perceive reality how you want to. So if that's what you want, if you want to settle with a basic girl, have a family, you could do everything, bro. You could do anything you want.
That's not
You're
what you want.
limitless. That's not what I want, and I believe most men they do have a certain type of purpose when they come to Earth. Again, we talked about authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
If you maximize your authenticity, you realize that you have a purpose that you need to execute upon. For everyone is different.
Mm-mm-mm.
You may not know it, but if you seek it, you will find it. If you ask questions, the answers will appear opportunistically. That's how your mind works.
What would be your message to someone that's watching right now and they got caught up chasing that shiny object?
Right.
What would be your message for them?
I'll get back on the fucking road, bro. Get back on the fucking road. Why are you getting distracted? Like, you're missing so much potential. And again, like, there's nothing wrong with it, but how many stops are you gonna make? If you have like one or two shiny objects, you lose momentum. But you can extrapolate the knowledge that maybe you need it, right? You get the knowledge and you move on, and with the next shiny object, you just don't stop. And it's gonna hurt, you know? You're gonna have pain, but if you have a good relationship with pain, again, you're gonna evolve, you're gonna grow. That's the first thing that Jim taught me. Have a good relationship with this pain, because first of all, you have to do it anyways. Because I am gonna reach that body, and I am gonna succeed in having that physique I dreamed about. But again, if you put so much value on that shiny object, be distracted for this lifetime, and maybe another one, bro. You're gonna get another one. Yeah, like, if you're lost, you're lost. But if you're truly seeking, and if you do have a feeling like, yeah, I am distracted, then that's the first step. Being aware of that. The next step is protecting your purpose, protecting your peace, creating systems that work and empower you, and go forth and be delusionally optimistic.
Be delusionally optimistic.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Well, optimism is like a superpower. You know, nothing can put you down.
But delusionally.
Yes. It's empowering either way.
Is it like kind of fake it till you make it, or?
It's like, whatever happens, I'm gonna win. You know, having this belief of it's always gonna work out good. You're always gonna win. You're always gonna learn. Whatever the circumstances, I believe you become like an immovable force in the universe. If you always just keep going forth, the rightful path, I believe you become an unstoppable force.
Good.
You know, you can start with optimism in itself, and you will see how powerful that is. But being delusionally optimistic, like totally regarding like any negative thing coming to your way and being able to transmute them and enchant them into something positive, that's being delusional, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about yesterday about confidence and delusion and how there is a very fine line between the two. That you could be confident, but he could step into delusion like real
100%.
easily.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But being delusionally optimistic, that's
It's a free choice. That's if you do it consciously, you know, it's with your free will. I choose to be that, you know.
uh-huh.
With confidence, I believe, yeah, competence breeds confidence. So I just focus on becoming a more competent man, and that will feed into my confidence.
Okay.
So that's my thought on that. And optimism is just like, again, if you're optimistic, you're like a bullish chart going up, rightful path, right? Someone who's following the rightful path, Sirat al-Mustaqim. Or if you're delusionally optimistic, you're exponentially growing as a person. That's how I see it. That's why I choose and to believe in, like, delusionally, like, take everything as a positive thing. And everything that happens, girl broke up, father died. You know, I think everything as a positive thing, and I just upgrade, upgrade, upgrade.
Right.
Again, that's a choice.
Where did you learn all these concepts? Is it from reading or through experience?
I'm a truth seeker, bro.
Okay, so you read a lot.
Not
Or is it-
really.
Okay.
Honestly, like, I haven't read, but I am just curious.
Okay.
That's, again, my strongest nature, my strongest characteristic is curious about anything, about everything, you know. So
Okay.
I ask questions. I am assertive. Quiet mouths don't get fed, right? And even if I'm fed with knowledge, I'm happy. So I always approach the right people at the right time, and I'm just assertive. But I do read books. There were times where I totally, like, lost. Every time I go through a breakup or something painful, I find happiness and expression and knowledge, accumulating knowledge. And it's like there is a time for sowing and reaping, right? For me, that time is sowing. I'm trying to sow new seeds, and then some seeds, they get fed with a lot of water and sunlight, and I reap them. You know, and some of these thoughts, that's that.
Okay. Is there any one or two, three, whatever books that have impacted your life, or what are the books that have impacted your life the most or have changed your life?
Good question. They've all impacted me, like, even if it's 1%.
Okay. What if you could
But
only gift one book to
wow.
all your friends and family? What book would that be?
Quran.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's why I said one or two books.
Yeah, the second book would be like the 4 male archetypes, because I believe most men are lost
Okay.
in regards of masculinity, and that can, like, enlighten them more about it.
Okay.
That's how I think about, like, masculinity, right? And I'm hungry for it, and I believe if I'm hungry for it, I'm gonna get fed, you know. So yeah, first step, create hunger in that regards, and be open about it, to evolve
Okay.
into a higher and masculine and a more masculine version of yourself. So that's why the 4 male archetypes. And if there will be another book, yeah, sure, like, it's so different, right? Some people, like, they aren't good at communicating, and they really need a book for them to navigate them, and that, then I would say, like, super communicators.
Okay.
And then Think and Grow Rich is also nice, because it speaks about so much things, about, like, desire,
The burning desire.
burning desire. Neville Goddard speaks about the wish fulfilled, but it's all connected in a sense, you know. Neville Goddard helped me also a lot into manifesting money, at least. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it wasn't super.
No, this is great.
Okay.
No, it's really good.
Okay.
What if you could send a message, like a text message, to millions of people right now, it could reach everyone, what would be that message?
That never forget that there is only one you.
Okay.
That what I said to you, like there's only one pair of eyes that look like you. There's only one certain frequency of voice that resonates out of your mouth. You know, you're so unique as a person, and never forget that. Never forget your authenticity as a person, and keep feeding it. And be unapologetically authentic.
Bro, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I think we could end on this note. Unless you have something else you want to add, something you want to say.
It was amazing, man. I could express very well my thoughts. Well, that's it.
This was great, bro. This was great.
That.
It's been an honor,
so
bro.
much,
Fuck yeah. Thank you, bro. Fuck you.
Amazing.
Thank you. I could tell it's not the first time you did this, bro. Like you've done it before.
It's just being transparent.
You're very comfortable. You're very comfortable talking. Like
I'm an open book. You know, it's like
still it's not. I don't think it's easy to be on that side, and you have someone asking you questions. Sometimes it's questions that are deep, you know, and you sharing this, knowing that maybe a lot of people are gonna
truth seeker, right?
And I salute you for that.
Thank you, bro.
Courage, and I'm really honored for you to be here, bro.
Likewise, man.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure, and the biggest honor is for me, honestly.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah,
Thanks.
my man. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it, bro.